Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Amazing Shinsengumi Heroes in Love. We are on Sanosuke Harada's route, on Chapter 2, It's a Promise, okay? Basically, in the first chapter, we just watched him do his job a bit. And we headed home finally. Well, headed to his house. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. I started living in Sanosuke's area of the Shinsengumi base. I ended up being in charge of the various chores that needed to be done around the base. Sanosuke's chores included, of course. I was living with men, so I cooked, did the laundry, and helped out with whatever they needed. It was the beginning of my fun and busy life.
What's on the menu today, Chizuru?
Take a look at him here. Sanosuke peeked his head into the kitchen as I started cooking. He must have been hungry, or he must have been bored. Whenever I started cooking, he always seemed to check up on me.
Can I help you with anything?
I appreciate it, but I'm just about done.
Well, I guess it smells good for a reason. It looks really good too. You don't mind if I take a little taste, right?
No snacking!
Whoa, you sure can be scary when it comes to cooking. Then, can you tell me when it's finished? I'll help you carry it over.
Okay. It was always like this. Man, how long have we been staying here? Whenever I washed the hallway, Sanosuke always showed up.
Working hard, I see, Chizuru? I'll help you clean. Let me borrow a towel.
Does he always help me clean? That's really sweet if he does. He smiled gently and asked to help. This time, I was in high spirits as I did the laundry. I saw Sanosuke poke his head out from behind the hanging laundry.
I'll hang some stuff for you.
He extended his hand out to me. He would always follow me around and help me out just like this. Oh my god, he's so sweet! I love him so much already! I'm glad he's worried about me, but if things continue like this, then it's like I'm just burdening him with more work. I was sure everyone else was appalled as well. Could it be Sanosuke, is trying to take care of me? Is he trying to take care of me? No matter what I do, he shows up overjoyed. I'm happy that he's getting attached to me, but in Sanosuke's case, it wasn't like he was spoiling me. It was more like I was spoiling him. What? I don't get it. I was sure he came to help me out, not to just play around. He must have been thinking about me and wanted to see how I was doing. This sounds too good to be true. Something bad's gonna happen soon, isn't it? When I thought about it like that, I was really happy.
Is Sanosuke doing his job? If you're feeling depressed, don't hold back and tell me, okay?
As I walked down the hallway, Shinpachi called out to me. I'm not depressed or anything.
Really?
What? You wanted me to be depressed?
There's a rumor going around that Sanosuke follows you around like a puppy.
There are rumors about us? I was startled after hearing Shinpachi say that. It was true, but it was a little embarrassing.
Well, as long as you're okay with it. I think Sanosuke is probably worried about you.
He's worried about me?
Yeah, you're living in a household full of men. He must be worried about your living situation. You could also be depressed from the fire. There are a bunch of things.
Then the reason he keeps coming to me is he didn't want me to feel lonely? I knew he was worried, but I thought he was worried about whether or not I was doing my job properly. I didn't know he thought that deeply about me.
Still, that might just be an excuse. He's such a smooth operator, so be careful.
Thanks for the warning. Shinpachi smirked and warned me as I was moved by Sanosuke's kindness. He told me to be careful because Sanosuke was a smooth operator. Yeah, you didn't have to repeat that. I heard what he said. Did he really mean that? I wasn't sure, but Shinpachi and Sanosuke seemed to be really close to each other. I'm curious. A smooth operator. Sanosuke did seem to be familiar with how to handle a woman, but does that mean he's going after me as well?
Huh? Hey! Why are you blushing all of a sudden?
What? I'm sorry. I'm blushing? My face got even redder after hearing Shinpachi's astonishment. Oh no, did he think I was imagining something weird?
Sheesh. I'm warning you because you always seem to act like that. I can understand why Sanosuke's so crazy about you. Don't get seduced so easily, okay?
What, you want to seduce me instead? Of course he does, but your time will come. It's not your turn yet, buddy. I haven't been seduced. But I have.
Really? Maybe you just haven't realized it.
Shinpachi smiled playfully as I tried to defend myself.
Shinpachi, what are you doing? Don't lay a finger on my girl, okay?
In the midst of the joking, I heard a threatening voice. I turned around and Sanosuke was standing there. Of course. He looked so skinny there. Sanosuke was standing there.
Don't be so stupid. I'm not like you. Huh? You're being awfully obedient, Shinpachi. It makes me curious when you act like that. Stop messing around.
Shinpachi yelled at Sanosuke, who was cracking jokes. Shinpachi then turned around. Sanosuke saw him off. Once he was gone, he turned to me. He was smiling, but his eyes were probing me.
So, what did you two talk about?
I asked him for love advice. Yeah, that's what I really want to admit openly to a guy I just met not long ago. I asked him for a little love advice.
Love? That means you're worried about your love life?
Well, yeah. I just gave him a random answer, but I decided to roll with it.
Oh, I felt like I heard my name a minute ago.
What? How would I explain this? If the conversation continued like this, it would look like I was in love with Sanosuke.
You're not denying it. If you stay quiet blushing like that, I might take it seriously.
Sorry. I lied about asking him for love advice. I asked him about you.
Then you were talking about me.
Huh? I mean...
Sorry, I just wanted to see if I could make you confess.
Sanosuke laughed without a care in the world, while I lost all words.
Well, I'm sure you weren't praising my virtues, but I really want to know why you chose to tell me you talked about love advice.
Give me a break already. I wanted the conversation to end quickly, but Sanosuke turned the tables on me. I guess I deserved it, but if this continued, I wouldn't be able to handle it. You and Shinpachi are really good friends, right? I tried to change the subject to break the awkward mood.
Well, I wouldn't call us enemies. I don't have any intention of becoming friendly with other men. More importantly, you're done working, right? I am too. Do you want to have some fun in town while I'm on patrol?
Huh? I was happy, but Shinpachi just warned me about Sanosuke. If you're going on patrol, doesn't that mean you're going out with other soldiers?
Does that mean you'd prefer going out with just the two of us?
That's not what I meant. I don't want to stop you from doing your job.
There's no need to worry. It's a volunteer patrol. The other soldiers are training, so no one will interrupt us. What are you doing here, Sanosuke?
Sanosuke was about to take my hand when he heard someone's voice behind him. Soji looked at us with a cold stare.
Soji? Recently you've been sneaking out of work every chance you get. Are you trying to run away again? No, I found a peculiar fellow out in town. I was making a plan to try and capture him. You should do that after you get permission from Vice Captain Hijikata or Captain Kondo.
Soji sliced through Sanosuke's excuse.
If a regime captain skips out on training, who's going to teach the other soldiers?
Soji grabbed the back of Sanosuke's neck and dragged him along. Soji was obviously younger than Sanosuke, and he had a slim figure. It was an interesting sight to see. Soji, I'm sure he knows how to crack the whip. I was a little scared, but that just showed how dedicated he was. Thanks to Soji, Sanosuke's plan to take me out was ruined. I was disappointed, of course. I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to go out into town if it was possible. Why can't I go by myself? If he actually had free time instead of skipping training or slacking off from his job. What was I thinking? Maybe Shinpachi warned me because I agreed to Sanosuke's invitation so easily. But even if he was just playing around, I was happy he invited me. Apparently, Sanosuke had skipped out on training to invite me. It became a rumor throughout the base. They even added that I was annoyed, and Soji saved me from Sanosuke. Aw, poor Sanosuke. Sanosuke was in a rage. He thought Soji had been spreading the rumor. However, no one knew who actually spread the rumor. Shinpachi heard the rumor and... Can we stop saying the word rumor?
You shot Sanosuke down, huh? Was it because of what I said the other day?
Worried, Shinpachi had come and asked me. I explained that wasn't the case. He looked relieved.
So, that's how it went. Thank goodness. I thought I'd done something horrible to Sanosuke.
It looked like Shinpachi was worried about Sanosuke. Just like I thought, they were good friends.
Then again, you shouldn't take Sanosuke seriously. He's the type to over-exaggerate. You don't always have to be nice to him.
Shinpachi smiled brightly and added those last few words. I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. Shinpachi knew Sanosuke well, so I was sure he was giving me good advice.
Other than that, he's a good guy. Take good care of him.
Shinpachi chuckled. Sanosuke continued to invite me with a smile as if nothing happened.
Say, Chizuru, next time I'll make sure we don't get caught, so why don't we go out together?
What do you mean without getting caught? You can't slack off from your work. You must have some time off.
Yeah, it's fine, as long as it's just a little bit. If it's for you, I don't mind getting yelled at.
Don't use me as an excuse to slack off. I tried to give him a cold shoulder. On the inside, I felt guilty, though.
Why are you being so cold all of a sudden?
Sanosuke sounded disappointed. My chest hurt even more.
Perhaps. Did Soji say something to you?
Huh? Why are you bringing up Soji?
No reason. I thought that might be it.
He replied with an ill attitude.
It's because you become so blunt all of a sudden. Either I did something wrong, or someone said something to you. Perhaps. Are you interested in someone else?
Interested in someone else? Nope, it's definitely not that.
Then why are you avoiding me?
I'm not, I'm standing right here talking to you. Sanosuke, are you pouting? Sanosuke started to frown. I thought it was cute. This might be one of his tricks, but I can't keep being mean to him. I'm not avoiding you. It's just, I don't want you to skip out on work.
Really? Then you'll go out with me when I have time off? It's a promise, okay?
It felt like I dug myself into a hole, but I thought it was okay after seeing his smiling face. Yep, these are really short chapters, all of them. Maybe I will get to finish his entire route in one night. I don't know, let's see if the rest of the chapters are this short or not. Alright, well, to be continued in the next video. I guess I'll be having more of these done today than I thought. So I should be seeing you there shortly if you want to continue along. Hope to see you there in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.